Okay, this is problem 2011B, Form B problem number 3. And I'll let you read the question, so take a moment to do that. What is the probability that Sam's first upgrade will occur after the third flight? Well, they say first, so this lets me think, oh, it's a geometric. All right, so I'm just going to make a number line. Now, geometrics can only, there's not 0 included. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dot, dot, dot. So they say after the third flight. So that's 4, 5, 6, all the way to infinity. Okay, so there's a couple ways to approach this. First off, if you thought it was a geometric, you can approach it that method, but I'm going to approach it from a different method initially. All right, they tell me the probability is 0.10 that they will be upgraded. Well, if I can sit there and just go, well, that's the probability of not being upgraded, and that's 3 times, so that'd be 0.9 times 0.9 times 0.9, and that tells me that my answer is 0.729. Okay, if you saw that, that's great. But most of you are probably going to sit there and go, well, I didn't see that, but I know after, so I want this, so I need to subtract out 1, 2, 3. Well, because it's multiple values, that's going to make it a geometric CDF. So we know it's a GEO CDF. And so how do I show my work? Well, it's going to be 1 minus something, because you're going to subtract out what you don't want, which happens to be the 1, the 2, and the 3. And so what I need to do is go, well, what's the probability? How do I set that up? And it goes like this. 0.9 to the first, to the 0, times 0.1 to the first. That's the probability it happened on the first try. What's the probability it happened on the second one? Well, that's plus. We had to have a fail on the first, followed by a success on the second. And then on the third one, that means we had 2 fails and then 1 success. That would be work shown right there. Now, the actual way to put it in a calculator is much easier. So 1 minus second vars geometric CDF. Our P in this case is 0.1, and our X value, we're subtracting out the largest value, which our number line said was 3, and we get 0.729. Notice those two answers do work, but if you didn't understand this, you can always do it this way. So what is the probability that Sam will be upgraded exactly 2 times and 20 flights? Well, here we must be working with a binomial because we have a fixed number of trials. Our fixed number of trials is 20, and we only want to be upgraded twice, not multiple values. So this is going to be a binomial PDF because it's only one value. And so we want to know the probability that X is 2. So in this case, 20 choose 2, 0.10 squared, and then 0.9, 20 minus 2 is 18. From the calculator, second vars, binomial PDF, trials is 20, P is 0.1, X is 2, and we end up getting, we expect them to be upgraded about 0.2851 times, or the probability, there's a 28.5% chance that he'll be upgraded exactly 2 times out of 20 flights. It says Sam will take 104 flights over the year. Would you be surprised if Sam receives more than 20 upgrades? So let's go back. So we want to know the probability that X is greater than 20 because it said more. So I'm going to make my little number line. So, and with binomial, you can begin at 0. So 0, 1, then 19, 20, 21, ... all the way to 104. Well, we want more than 20, so this is what we want. So our work shown, so we're going to want the probability of x equals 21 plus the probability of x equals 22 all the way up to the probability of x equals 104. Well, that's a lot of PDFs, but here's the way we'd show our work. So we're going to go 104 for the fixed, for the number of trials, choose 21, 0.1 to the 21st power, 0.9 to the 83rd, plus ... plus 104, choose 104, 0.1 to the 104, 0.9 to the 0. That would be work shown. Now what am I going to enter in the calculator? In the calculator, I'm going to go 1 minus binom CDF of 20, where x equals 20. So this is going to look like this. Second vars, 1 minus second vars, binomial CDF, trials is 104, P is 0.1, X is 20. And that equals 0.00137. Well, they wanted to know, would I be surprised if he got upgraded more than 20? And the answer is yes. I would be surprised, because there is only a 0.00137 probability of that happening. Once again, our threshold is, if we're less than 5%, we're surprised. Well, this is definitely less than that, so we would be surprised.